How we going, everybody? My name is Sin, and I am just a dude on the internet who wants to share a little bit of what he does. So what I like to do, guys, is I like to do ICO reviews. You know, since I jumped into the scene, the crypto scene, I've been, you know, a little bit obsessed by ICOs more so, and I've learned from, you know, many people. The first person that I found here was Ian Balina, and you know, there's lots and lots of opinions going around about him today, but I don't really care too much about those. All I know is that he's someone who was happy enough to be really transparent with what he did, share his work, give a lot of his time to the community, never asked for any money as far as I knew from us, and shared his awesome spreadsheet. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and created as my own little spreadsheet. I've used his as a little template for mine. You know, the system really worked for him, so I didn't want to change it too much since it made him a lot of money, and it made a lot of people that followed him a lot of money also. So I have added a few of my own little sections here. Little revolution section, you know, asking if the blockchain is required, whether it's open source project, whether it's decentralized, whether it's a game changer in the field. Added a few more bonus points for all of those. You know, but I will go through the entire spreadsheet at another time in another video a bit down the track. For now though, like I said, first and foremost, as we hear all these different people doing reviews and giving advice, they all say the same thing. So I think I probably should say it too, for one reason or another. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some idiot on the internet talking about things that he does. If you want to go ahead and take what I say as gospel, then you're a fucking idiot. But in saying that, you know, I'm just sharing my views. I'm sharing what I do. Do with that what you will. All right, I think that got the point across. If any police officers are watching, sorry sir, I did not tell that person what to do. He did it all on his own. Here is my proof. That's what that is for. Apparently, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I never went into that side of things. But, all right, so I'm going to get through to my first review now without much further ado. We're looking at THOR. THOR. It's not even THOR. It's THOR. Looking at THOR. I only heard about this project a few days ago and found it really exciting, especially since it's on the Neo blockchain. I do like things coming up on the Neo blockchain. They've got quite a few projects coming up this year, and I think that's really exciting, not only for them, but for the entire community. Excuse me while I take a sip of this refreshing Peroni Italian brew. Peroni, if you're watching, send me a case. So THOR, what do THOR do? THOR are trying to change the game of the gig economy. So what is the gig economy? I had to learn about what this was myself, because we don't call it the gig economy where I'm from. We call it contract work in Australia, which is practically what it is. Helping contractors earn more faster and more securely. So pretty much, what is a contractor? A contractor is someone who works for themselves. They don't really work for a larger organization. So say a painter, for example, if you know, Bob over there in building A needs a wall painted, he'll call an organization which will hire Jimmy, the painter contractor, to go there and paint the wall. Then Jimmy, who works for this specific company, or who is, you know, employed by them or organized by them, however you want to call it, then gets paid. So there's a few different, you know, stages where for him to get paid. Bob will need to pay the organization that he called, and they'll need to pay Jimmy, and that's maybe that second organization will end up calling another organization, another company, to find Jimmy the painter. So you can see that there may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe stages before the money exchanges from A to B. So what I believe that THOR is trying to do is make that process a lot simpler. You know, once it's run on the blockchain, it's a trustless system. So, you know, it'll be easy for the person doing the work to deal directly with the people employing them, as far as I understand. And it'll make paying them easier. They even have plans to create like a debit card and a wallet. So it's a really, really cool project as far as I saw. So what I'm going to do is, excuse me, I'm going to go through this review the way I like to go through reviews, and you can just, you know, take what you want from it. What do we have here? Instant pay, fast and flexible. Part of the Neo Smart economy. So THOR payments process immediately after a job is completed. Transfer THOR coins to USD or other cryptocurrency assets. So immediate. So that's awesome. It doesn't have to go through a few different third parties to get the job done. Job network employers and candidates. One-click applications for gig economy companies. Vibrant community to evaluate opportunities. Awesome. 401k plus insurance. So that's awesome as well. You know, usually these people won't have insurance and other benefits like that. So Thor is wanting to provide that kind of stuff to them as well, which is a real game changer as far as the gig economy or contracting work is concerned. So there's a whole lot of security features, you know, that they generally might not have. Guys, I'm going to be really brief. I'm not going to go through all this stuff with you, so you guys can go through and read that yourselves. The website, which I'll link below in the comment section. Payments get paid faster, so there's your mobile app, and there's a debit card, which looks bloody awesome. That'd be great, you know, getting that out there. And you know, guys, this may seem a bit unrealistic and far-fetched now. However, in 2, 3, 5, 10 years to come, we know that blockchain is going to be running the world. Blockchain is going to do to the world what the internet did to the world in the 90s and the early 2000s. I don't have any doubt in that at all. So when you can look into the future and see that blockchain is dominating all industries, then this is not a crazy idea. This is going to happen, absolutely. Whether Thor takes off or not is a different story. But, you know, cryptocurrencies are here for good, and the blockchain technology will be the forefront of our world in the future, definitely. There's a little picture of their wallet, what that will look like. Pretty cool. I like that. One click apply. Here's the team. So we're going to get through the first section of you know, what's critical in terms of the spreadsheet. We have our little team section here. So what I'll do on the spreadsheet, what you'll see is, just drag that down. This is the little section at the top here that I'll be filling in all my entries to give us our score at the end. So let's go ahead and look at the team. We have David Chin, we have Matt Morovic, and we have Matthew Lawler. Let's check these guys out. See how they rate in LinkedIn. So he's the CEO of THOR. I keep calling it THOR because you know why my brain is. My brain is at the privacy browser. THOR. He was an investor in Bitcoin. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, lots of Bitcoin blockchain student investor. Head of International Business Development, Dubai Silicon Oasis. That's pretty huge, I believe. Vice President Business Development, Noveni LLC. So what I do is I just go through their experience, their history, see what they've done. If it's something that I haven't really heard of, then I do like to open it up in a second browser and just see what that is. So Dubai Silicon Oasis Authority, that's big, guys. You got 17,000 followers here, and they employed over 365 people on LinkedIn alone. So they're a 100% government-owned free zone, was established following law, blah, 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 blah. Facilitate, promote modern technology-based industries. I did hear them talk about this a little bit in the AMA with Blockchain Brad. If you like listening to AMAs, check that out. That's pretty awesome. There's also one by the Crypto Zombie. It's pretty cool. He was mega excited through the whole thing, but he was awesome. So that's pretty cool. Like this guy, I heard this guy talk, and David Chin was a superstar. He was pretty cool. He knew exactly what he was talking about. Someone who had heaps of experience in business, and you know, working in Dubai from 2005 to 2015. That's pretty much when Dubai was starting to peak and become the world's capital. And we know just how crazy they are in terms of spending money and getting things done. So that's a bit of a bonus point there for me. Matthew Morovic, let's have a look at what he's done. He's the CTO of THOR. He's solutions architect at Optimizely. I've never heard of Optimizely in San Fran. So what I'll do is open that, develop hundreds of A/B testing solutions and strategies for the largest media clients in Northern America, including New York Times, CNN, ABC, Disney, and Scripps Network. So that's bloody huge, guys. So this guy's worked for an organization working directly with the New York Times, CNN, ABC, and Disney. You can't get any bigger than that, really. He's a software engineer, Optune, software engineer, Allegiant. All right, let's have a look. Optimizely, 35,000 followers, 436 employees. Okay, so, you know, this isn't any small little backyard business. These guys have almost over 400 employees. So you know that they're legit, and working with people like CNN, ABC, Disney. That's pretty big. So that's a point there as well for me. Matthew Lawler, let's check this guy out. What has Matthew done? THOR Token Chief Marketing Officer, designer, illustrator, storyteller. Okay, that's a private gig. User experience designer, Volvo, 2 years. 2 years at Volvo. Volvo ain't no slouch. We know that. So that's just working at Volvo enough. Again, that's pretty big. You know, they're not going to be hiring anybody's, especially to be doing what he was doing there. Concept developer, interaction design, graphic design. That's pretty big. This could be one of his works there. Volvo Cars, Concept 26. You know, again, Volvo are not going to be hiring any Tom, Dick, and Harry. You'd need to know your shit to be working at Volvo. So let's look at some other guys. So far, I'm happy. I'm impressed. Cheech, that's an awesome name. Christopher, Cheech, cool as. Christopher, COO, General Manager. Zesty, General Manager. Let's have a look at Zesty. StubHub. I said StudHub. Head of Global Content. Zesty. 1,744 followers, 88 employees. Still pretty big. But I would not consider this gentleman here an all-star. Hang on, here we go. Fox Interactive Media, but 3 months at Fox. Developed internal strategic initiatives and executed M&A of internet services and media companies. Cronus Investment Banking. Nah, not really. Sorry, mate. Kind of half point, but not really. StubHub was big as well. Let's keep looking. Leo Rong. Leo Rong is a lead software engineer for THOR. He was a software engineer at Splunk. That's a cool name. Splunk. 2 years, 9 months he was there. Web developer, Stanford Alumni Association, IBM, software engineering intern. Okay, he was just an intern there, but 7 months. That's quite a while. Designer implemented an internal calendar tool for the software development integration, SDI team, which is used by SDI team members. Okay, that's pretty big, even though it was just 7 months and it was internship. That's pretty cool. Let's check out Splunk. Splunk is huge as well. 3,500 employees on LinkedIn with over 100,000 followers. That is massive, guys. Who has 3,000 employees? You're huge. And he's been there for 2 years and 9 months and is a software engineer. So lots of respect. That passes in my books. So we've got Reg Clodfelter. What an awesome name, Clodfelter. He is a director of communication at THOR, freelance writer, contract copyright, House Canary, institutional real estate, McBride, public relations, Forest Ranch, Tosley. Nothing there really for us. Let's keep moving down the list. Okay, so they've only got 6 of them there, and out of 6 of them, I think 3 or 4 at least were advisors. Were all-stars, which is pretty great. Sorry about the issues with my green screen. Like I said, it is my first video, so I'll work those out as I go along if this picks up any pace here. Let's look at some advisors. 1 and 2. This guy does not have a LinkedIn. Dr. Robert Mithan, former physician-in-chief at Kaiser Permanente, San Francisco. Let's look at Johnny Chin, co-founder and CEO at Bannerman. Business development catered to me. Co-founder Gotham Box. Co-founder Artisan. Head of marketing at IVX. Cisco Systems. I'm not sure of any of these. Novani, system engineer. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Novani was one of the places that David Chin did something with. Let's have another look at that. Novani, vice president. This I don't like to see, guys. I don't like to see when advisors are from the same organizations of team members. Just because I smell collusion, you know, whether it is, whether it isn't. Okay, it was just an internship there, so maybe they made the connection. Maybe it's pure coincidence that he did an internship at a place where David Chin worked. Maybe David Chin really liked him, but, you know, I don't know. I'm just not a big fan. I don't know either of these places, so let's have a look at Bannerman and Cater to Me. Bannerman, 72 employees, Cater to Me, 109. This guy would not be an all-star advisor. I'd like to see that he's advised, you know, and I can't see that he's actually done any advising, so that's not a pass for me. Ben Lambent, Vice President and Senior Counsel. Vice President and Senior Counsel of Umpqua Bank. Managing Attorney, American Tower. Contract Attorney, Tim. So he's like a lawyer. Alright, that's not good in terms of their advisor lists. Don't like really any of those. So let's go to my spreadsheet now and pop some scores in here. Or some results anyway. Team, product, team, community. So for their team, they'll get a 3. For their advisors, they'll get a none, which sucks for them. But, you know, again, they had 3 people on there. One of them I couldn't find. I could actually do a little bit more due diligence. And let's look up Dr. Robert Midhan and see if he's actually advised anyone in the past. Thor is thrilled to announce the addition of Dr. Robert Midhan. Let's have a look at what he's done. Thor thrilled, blah, blah, blah. That's a Medium post. Twitter, internal medicine, how hiring, local friend. Why is the doctor on board? I'm still not understanding the connection here. Welcome, Dr. Robert. Dr. Midhan will act as an advisor, helping drive insurance industry outreach and manage customer needs as they relate to medical insurance. Medical insurance, doctor, okay. Decades of experience in the healthcare industry. In 2006, he became a board member of the Permanente Medical Group, as well as the physician-in-chief for Kaiser Permanente Medical Center in San Francisco. We heard Permanente earlier as well. Position he held until his retirement in 2014. He also worked for the hospital chief. 40 years ago, I decided to pursue a field that would allow me to use my scientific background to help people. I realized I'd find that in healthcare decades later. Blah, blah, blah. Graduated from BA. All right, look, they've made a big deal out of this. What I'll do in this case, I don't like to be too stringent. You know, they've got 3 guys. Clearly, they're not idiots. Lots of experience in the team itself. So out of the 3, I'll give them 1 point for advisor. I'm sure 3 of them will be able to muster up 1 point's worth of advising. Again, guys, this is just what I do. It's worked for me thus far. The method I do, yeah, I you know, it's balina spreadsheet and it's his scores and his formulas and things like that. But I'm the one who's putting the scores in there. So it's all based on my understanding, my experience, what's worked for me in the past, you know. So I'll just continue to do that. Let's look at the roadmap. Thor, 2017 founded, so quite young. Thor Incorporated founding team, blah, blah. Right now, oh, it's not right now. Q4, mobile and desktop clients in alpha. Thor mobile and desktop clients entered alpha states. Smart contract alpha finished and currently being tested. Cool. Q1, that's us right now, so I'm not sure why that's green. Thor token launched with alpha state smart contracts. Q2, first customer testing. Q3, Thor in production. Q4, 401, debit card, apply quick. Okay, so we're looking at a lot of action towards the end of this year in Q4. Which isn't too long, really. What's that, like 5-6 months? This is not an idea, this is directions, a little buzz section there, cool, little tweets or something. Updates, sign up to get your updates there. Okay, let's move on and see if we can find some token metrics. For solutions, that was there. Let's have a look at security. We looked at them. Payments, okay. Network, things that we've seen. Team, roadmap, buzz. Okay, there's all stuff that we've looked at already. White paper. I did have a flick through of this a bit earlier, trying to find some info on token metrics. If I remember correctly, I didn't find any. So look, guys, you can go through and read this white paper. It's really easy on the eyes. It's not very detailed, so I assume a more technical white paper might be coming. But it does go ahead and just describe how large the gig economy is. I think it's, there you go, 40% of American workers are gig economy contractors. So that's massive, and that's growing, I believe. Gig and freelance workers now represent 34% of the US workforce and are projected to make up to 43% of the workforce by the year 2020. If you can hear my dogs barking, if they come near me, I'll introduce you to my 2 little dogs. No point keeping them secret. There is a Medium post here with some token metrics. Thor token sale announcement. Thor token sale. So the token sale is on March the 2nd. So whitelisting starts March 2nd. So that's open right now. Token sale start date, March the 12th. So when's that? That's in 7 days. In 1 week, we have that. Okay, let's have a look. Beware of scams. We know that by now. Token sale kicks off at midnight Greenwich Mean Time. So he's got the different times. Sydney, that's good for us Australia folk. 11 AM. Match 12. Okay, it's a bit of a typo there. Match the 12th. I'm sure that's March the 12th. RNT. Yep, they're right next to each other. Guys, are only going to allow 20,000 people in their whitelist. So if you're interested in this project and you're excited about Neo ICOs launching this year, get in there and sign up. You've got a total hard cap of 20 million USD and total public sales supply of 23 million tokens. 23 million and 20 million. Okay, let's go. The bonus incentives, 25% bonus for the first 10 million, 10% bonus for 5 million after that, and just the normal for the remaining 5 million. So 15 million out of the 20 are going to have a bit of a bonus, which isn't the best thing. Lots of people getting a bonus. The first round will contain 10 million bonus tokens. The buyers in the first round will receive 25% token. Okay, we just read that. We know them. For example, we understand how bonuses work. Thank you. There will be a $2,000 Neo Plus gas purchasing limit for every buyer for the first 24 hours of the sale. This will be to give as many buyers. This will be to give as many buyers as possible the opportunity to receive the early round bonus and to make sure that the ordinary token buyers are not crowded out by large investors. That's cool. I love that. I love when ICOs have caps, especially these days. You know, whales swoop in and just absolutely just take everything and doesn't leave anything for the little guy, which is most of us. And we want this to be as far away from that as possible. You know, that kind of thing is what killed the little guy, you know, with the normal industry, and stocks and investing and IPOs. So we need to keep opportunities available for us to be able to invest in these things. I can't see a total token number, which I couldn't find earlier either. So we're going to pop in 20 million USD and 23 million. Total number of tokens in the ICO. We don't know that. We know there's 23 million right here. 23 million there. We don't know the percentage. We know the cap is 20 million. Market cap there. I like to get my scores up all right at the end, just to leave a little bit of suspense and excitement in it, just for myself, really. Now we can figure out the ICO, the price. We can put a bonus in, 25%. Was the maximum one. The ICO price is simply going to be, so it's 23 million tokens at 20 each, so we put 20 million divided by 23 million. And that's 86 cents, let's say 87 cents a token. Which is in the red zone, it's not going to generate any points there for us. Let's look at this section here. So this is just asking us, this is a section that I've included. Now the point of this was just to, you know, figure out the longevity of projects. I mean, you know, they may all be great for a quick flip and for good potential profits in the short term. But if you want to be a long-term hodler, then you're going to want to know that the business is going to be there for a long time to come. And you know, that's where the revolution section comes in. So the first question on there is blockchain required for this project? So for this one, I'm going to say yes, because they are going to have smart contracts in between, you know, gig workers and the people that they're working for. So when the money goes through, you know, it's all on the blockchain, and you know, it's all trustless. Plus, when you start having debit cards on the blockchain as well, then that's a whole new ball game. You know, it's not going to be centralized. So at least I think we haven't looked into that, have we? Is this project decentralized? I didn't see anything about decentralization. Usually if a project is decentralized, it is listed right there on the homepage. And considering this project does not have the word decentralized on the homepage, then I'm going to go ahead and assume that it is not decentralized. A lot of the fintechs you see are not decentralized as well. I can't search in a white paper simply because of its formatting. It's an Adobe white paper running online on the Adobe network, so that does not allow for searching. I'm going to go ahead and assume that it also is not open source, which aren't the greatest things, guys. We like our projects to be decentralized and we like them to be open source, simply because that's the way the direction blockchain is moving in, and that's the whole point of all of this. You know, what's the point of having centralized systems when we're trying to knock the powers that be off their ledge at the top there? Blockchain required, I'll say yes. Open source, no. If I go ahead and find information contrary to this, which I will do my own little digging up, then I will add that in. Oni, come here. You guys get to meet Einstein. Oh, look at this boy. Look at this big boy we got here. This is Einstein, guys. Einstein, say hello. Yeah, that's all. He doesn't really talk much. As Woof. Woof, you want to come say hello? Come on. Come on, come here, say hello. That was Einstein, and this is Woof. The crypto junkies too. Say hi, Woof. Hi, Woof. That's Woof. They're my puppy. So you might hear them barking from time to time, guys. I apologize for that, but there's not much you can do about dogs barking. No, they're fighting. They're pretty fun. They play all day long. Game changer. I'm gonna say yes because this is the first one of these that I've seen. Einstein, stop it! It's the first one of these that I've seen, really. In terms of contracting, you know, changing the contracting world. And again, 40% of the US workforce are contractors. And so, you know, and that's growing. So this could definitely be a big game changer in the future. Let's go across. And so we couldn't get all of our token metrics in here. Let's look at the community. Well, let's look at the community. So what I do to get a community score is I add the total of Telegram plus Twitter. So I get a combination of the both. So let's look at their Twitter. Right now their Twitter has 3,163. So 3163 plus Telegram group. Let's open the Telegram group and have a look. 4,129. So guys, they've got 4,129 in Telegram, 3,163. That makes 7292. Pop that in here. 7292. Now, what kind of project? This is going to be an infrastructure project. I'll pop that in there. Idea. Now, what the idea section is for me is it's an overall understanding, an overall score of, you know, the team, the idea in itself, you know, what it is, what they're trying to achieve, how competent I think they are in being able to pull this through and make this actually work. It's pretty much just a combination of everything along the board. So for this particular one, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 2. I love the idea. You know, things like advisors not being amazing, the community being a bit small, you know, is what will make it a 2 rather than a 3. Plus the fact that it's not open source or decentralized. It could even be a 1 actually. I'm gonna make it a 1. But again, when I find information that's contrary to that, I will, you know, go ahead and add it in. Prototype. Do they have a prototype? They said in their roadmap they're working on an alpha. Let's look at their GitHub. That they are working on an alpha which will be tested. Thor mobile and desktop clients entered alpha states. Smart contract alpha finished and currently being tested. Okay, so that's... Well, hang on a second. If they have a GitHub, that means it's open source. 14 commits, 2 contributors. Who committed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, this is an open source project. Nobody who's not open source is going to have a GitHub showing what they've been doing. So I'm going to go ahead and change that. And let's start giving some scores here. So there you go. Bear with me, I'll just pop these in. And this is going to help us get our final score at the end. Market cap is really low, which is good. 20 million is pretty good for a, you know, an ICO these days. You know, there's some that we've seen raising ridiculous amounts of money. Can you guys, I'm sure you guys can hear that. That means that there's someone outside at the door. Or I can see a dog walking past. And I'll make sure this does not happen again. What can you do? They're dogs, you know, they bark. Listen to them. They are going nuts. Okay, what I'll also enter in here are details for whitelist and dates and links so you can sign up there. Let's have a look at get whitelisted now. So we'll click that. We'll copy this page there. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me copy that link. Whitelist is open, guys. It's open. So if you like this project, and you can go ahead and just click that link. Remember, the link to my spreadsheet will be in the comment section below, plus details of Thor and their own website lists and things like that. 25%. Okay, token price, 1 Thor equals $1 USD. Bonuses vested over 6 months. That's a good thing. And we need to change our score here. That was $1, so we got that wrong. Which is actually worse in terms of the data for the spreadsheet. 23 million Thor token distribution. Again, does not tell us the total amount of Thor tokens. Get whitelisted, so let's go one more and then I'll make that the link. So you go straight to that page when you want to click it. It is open. What are you doing that for? Has my keyboard gone funny on me again? I believe it may have. Edit link. There we go. Apply. And the ICO starts on the 12th of March, if I remember that correctly. 12th of March, that's correct. Let's get that in there. 12th March. No end dates. Now let's go ahead and give this baby a score. Yeah, we didn't have that and we don't have that. We don't know the total number of tokens, so it's potentially not a complete review right now because I don't have that information. So I'll keep digging and try find that information. But let's for now, and you know what, it wasn't on ICO Drops or ICO Bench, which are two websites that I use to try and, you know, get that kind of information as well. Is the review complete? No, it is not complete. Let's get it a score and a grading. So 71.2% is what has come up here. There, Thor. So let's see where that sits us. 71.22% puts us in between Neurogress and Orctus project. Okay, so what I also do, guys, is I'm gonna have, you know, the website linked right there for you as well, so you can simply just click that and go straight to the website. Nice and easy for you guys to do your own research. That's another thing, guys. Make sure to always do your own research. You know, you should not be following anybody blindly in this domain, because at the end of the day, everybody everything is just everyone's opinion. You know, people are just using the information that they find, and it's their own, you know, data set mentally in here that's deciding what they rate things, how they decide to look at things. So it's always important that you look at it yourself, and if it's a project that you believe in, you know, then that's something up to you. Okay, guys, that's about it for Thor. I'll be doing another one soon, so please subscribe to the channel. You know, support what I do here. You'll find the link to the spreadsheet. You know, which goes all the way down here. There's lots and lots of projects in here, lots that are unfinished as well, just the information not there. I've got past ICOs in the sheet as well, Matrix Tradings, Tomocomb, PundiX, ArcBlock, you know, all these ones that are already finished are on there. I've got investments, the investments that I have invested in, and, you know, ones that I want to investing in the top here. I've got ones that I might be investing in, ones that worked out for me, success, and ones that didn't work out, plus airdrops that are going on, all listed there. I've got a link to my Discord channel where you can request ICO reviews that I do. Also link to my YouTube up there as well. So please, you know, if you like what I've done here, give us a like, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and, you know, keep an eye out and an ear out. Share it if you like it, if not, whatever. Keep an eye out and an ear out for more of these. Okay, that's all for me for now. Thank you so much for tuning into my first one of these. I'm sure they're going to be better. I'm going to get a bit more refined and you know, understand what I'm doing a little bit better as well. So I hope that you stick along for the ride. Cheers, guys. Peace out. Thank you.